Last morning coffee run of the CDT.
And sadly. So apparently a bus is going to pick her up here at this very reputable cafe whose idea of a vegetarian menu is a grilled cheese. But they have adult and child-sized grilled cheeses, so.
It's okay, they had a salad and pie and ice cream.
They had one bag of salad that they dumped some wilted leaves on, yeah. On the plus side, the luxurious resupply at the Exxon did have the wine we liked.
Such a happy color.
And now I've got about an hour to wait for my shuttle. And I am off. So I took the 9 a.m. shuttle out of the hotel, back out to the trailhead. Did not make the mistake of trying to get breakfast again. Since I've been warned, the service at Lima is pretty much the same or worse than Leodore. So we just got a second frozen pizza last night, and that's what I ate for breakfast. Jen and I made the best of kind of limited circumstances in that town. After going to the diner for lunch, we weren't going to go back there for dinner. The only other restaurant there was a steakhouse, and despite it being a day when they were supposed to be open, they were not. So we just got a frozen pizza out of the gas station, made a couple of those, had wine, beer, candy, etc., and watched a movie. That motel was not the best. I have been in worse, of course. Paid a lot more for a lot worse. And it was reasonably affordable. And hey, at least it's there, and it's nice that they have a shuttle running. Donation-based shuttle even. But the shower wouldn't drain, so you end up sitting in this kind of like murky puddle of you and whoever showered before you. And there were holes in the wall, no air AC, so we just were running. At least they had fans, but it was pretty damn messy. And we have the expected sheepdogs. Yes, yes, I know. Bad hiking, man. I saw Jen off at 7 something this morning, which was sad since we'll now be apart for a couple of months. And the worst thing, I mean, I'm happy to have my Hornet back. That's actually going to be really happy. However, things don't fit together quite right at the moment, since Jen and I had been swapping stuff back and forth. You know, I carried the tent, she carried the pot, stuff like that. And it throws me because I'm so used to every day when I pack up my pack, everything kind of goes in a certain place in a certain way. And if something's missing, I usually know right when I pack up. I've also got some really rough food carries ahead, and I am really regretting not bringing my lighter sleeping bag. But unfortunately, it is just filthy after the Condor Trail and some other things. And again, it would be quite a while till I could actually get it out here. I was getting weird looks at the shuttle from the northbounders with how big my pack is. But once again, I'm going to do the red line instead of the shortcut through Max Inn. So I have a bit of a longer carry than what most people are doing here. Weather-wise, the predicted storm did show up last night. There was rain and thunder and lightning going on. So I'm going to try and prioritize a little more protected spot if I can. Per the forecast I just got, there is about a 40% chance of thunderstorms after 4 p.m. today. I did get pretty much everything I needed at Lima, mostly thanks to a box sent by my friend Dennis. The only thing is there's a miscommunication over baby wipes, and that was the one thing that the gas station did not have. So I'm having to scrimp a bit in the toilet paper department. Oh yeah, resupply days. Always featuring a big hill. Man, it is pretty out here. Now that the smoke's gone anyway. So I'm back to cow fields and cow troughs. The water is a little sparse. Guy I just talked to had been doing a 16-mile carry. Looks like there are decent ones every 10. You just have to be willing to go off trail. So that fenced in thing you see over there is what I believe I was reading about in gut hooks. 0.3 off the trail. The quality of the water's been fine. The ever-present smell of cow shit and flies around here, though, I could do without. And out of the options here, I think this one's gonna work. So many cows. Cool trail register here, but ran out of paper, so less useful than it would have been. God, it's pretty out here today. This has been a really pleasant day with the clouds hopping on. I am a little bit regretting bringing those extra dinners along. See, the problem was the extra beans and mashed potatoes were all the kind that we've been having trouble getting. So when I get something like that after a long dry spell, you know, it's easy to justify yourself before you leave going, oh, I'm not gonna hiker box that, that's awesome. You hiker box lame stuff. I am paying for it today since it feels a little closer to a 6-day carry than a 4 or 5-day carry. Oregon style water sources. Yes, there's water. Yes, they're full of mosquitoes, and yeah, that doesn't look like something I want to filter if there's a better option. Hey, horses. Finally something a little more appealing water-wise. It is 6 o'clock. I've only gone about 16 miles, which is less than ideal, but it's a heavy day and a lot of gain. There is another water source in about 6 miles, but I don't really want to push it on a day where my pack's so heavy, so I ended up filling up at that spring for the night. I've got my 1 liter, my 1.5 liter, plus a little bit extra. And I'll only be a couple of miles from a water source. I just want to make sure I have enough for, you know, a good dinner and my coffee in the morning. Gotta love the views. So this is something that's been in the comments for a little while here. Apparently somebody got a little too wild with an ATV. I haven't seen anything about what exactly happened here. Hopefully the person was okay, because, yeah. In the olden days, I would have been in a hurry to dive into my tent when it started raining. But it's kind of like, you know, everything's sweaty. This keeps any major water from getting in. And the clothes will all dry within the first hour or two tomorrow, if not tonight. That is the advantage of being out here. Much drier climate than, say, you know, the East Coast. So I could easily do a couple more miles, but it's heavy and I don't want to twist my ankle late in the day. Plus, first day solo, I'd rather not set up in the dark, and this is a fairly secure place in the rain. Check this out. My old Hornet I actually got right before starting the PCT, so it did the PCT warm-up trips with me, the PCT, then the ECT, so I have spent so many nights in it before the zippers started to fail. This thing just looked so shiny and new. Now this looks like home. Home sweet home for the night. And yes, my pack was heavier than I needed today, but on the plus side, I've got a lot of yummy food.